Hey, good looking. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kendra Morgan Official. I like to put out content weekly centered around makeup brushes that aren't Morphe, single eyeshadows, and sunscreen. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And let's get started. Today I will be featuring, just like my cool tone eyeshadow palette, a warm tone eyeshadow palette featuring only Sydney Grace eyeshadows. Alright guys, today I am featuring a put together 9-pan eyeshadow palette, all shadows by Sydney Grace, and I think I did a pretty decent job myself. This is not a dupe palette or anything like that. This is just putting my little rendition together and a sequel to my Cool Tones eyeshadow video that I have, and I'll link that in the eye and down below for you guys so you can go check it out. But this is the 9-pan. I only chose 9 shadows because I feel like warm tone shadows are easy to blend up and to also blend out and be really flattering on the eyes. So I didn't feel like we needed to feature an extra 3 to 4 shades for like neutrals or anything like that. So if you guys are interested in some of the neutral shades, go check out that cool tone shadow video. I feature some cool tone shadows in there that work great for blending out and for transitional shades. So without any further ado, let's get started. I have for you guys the shadow names attached to the shadows, so you guys can check those out throughout this, but I just want to do a couple live swatches for you guys and just go through a little bit of a rendition, and then I want to give you guys an eyeshadow look as well, so you guys will have that. I only chose 3 matte shadows because even though I love Sydney Grace's formula, I don't feel like it's so much higher than, like, say, Makeup Geeks or Color Pops or anything like that, that you would need to run out and buy Sydney Grace's eyeshadow version of these. Sydney Grace really shines when she gives you her shimmers. So that's what I put heavily in this palette. So if you're not a shimmer lover and you just want mattes, go get the Viseart Natural. No, I'm just saying, if you're a matte lover, then you might not really particularly care for some of these shades. I want to showcase first the 3 mattes. So I chose Toffee, then I chose Dark Chocolate and Piper's Piping. A close second for this deep dark shade would be Chocolate Raspberry Fudge, but since I have that peachy pink red tone of Piper's Piping, I didn't really want to put another red and just kind of bog it down. So here is Toffee, here's Dark Chocolate, and Piper's Piping. And I feel like those go together really well. Just looks very vintage, very romantic, and I think that they look extremely easy to blend out on the eyes. So let me give you guys just a little demonstration here. I did have to go somewhere this morning, so let me go ahead and wipe that off. I always get really like, Kendra, why didn't you wipe that off? And it's not coming off. So good color payoff, and it will stay. So I'm just buffing into the crease with this big old blending brush. It's actually a highlighter brush. Some more of that Toffee shade. It's bringing it up and around, and you guys can see just how warm it looks. It's very buttery on the eyes, blends in very easily. It is a matte shadow with a warm undertone, I believe. A warm yellow undertone, I believe. Okay. Then the next shade that I want to go into to kind of deepen it up is that Piper's Piping. Just take a little, I call them hand paddle brush, but 217 type of brush, any of those will do. Stamp that down in the lower crease and just gently buff up. That's what I'm doing. And then when I've got no more excess product, I'll just kind of blend over. This is just a real simple, like, softening up the transition area. That's all it really is. I picked colors that I thought really married well with blue eyes, hazel, green, and of course brown goes with anything because you have a neutral color basically of eyes. So, I mean, even the honey colored brown eyes are really going to sparkle in these shadows. But even if you had a very, very, dark, deep brown eyes, you would still benefit from using some shades like this. I put some pops of colors in here too. Let's go ahead and move into some of the shimmers that I used. I am not 100% sure that these are warm shades, but this is The Greatest Gift and this is Red Chameleon. They both have a pinkish red undertone as their base, and then the shimmers are a green reflect. They look warm to me. I treat them as warm shadows, but it really does depend on how you use them. If you used them over a green, cool toned green shimmer and then used it as a topper, it could potentially look cool. It would just, I mean, it would take on what it is over top of. I have The Greatest Gift and Red Chameleon. Those are kind of the star of the show. So there you have it. Let me go ahead and see that. That's just really, to me, very, very warm. I also have Tiara because I feel like you just can't go without putting up, I mean, if you're going to put a Sydney Grace order in and you don't get Tiara, I feel like you're missing out on the Sydney Grace experience, because that shadow right there hooked me on Sydney Grace. And it is a warm silvery taupe is how I would describe it. I don't remember how they describe it on the website, but that's how I would describe it here. But it passes as a silvery, oh, I don't know. We got to get on my eyes, though. We got to get on my eyes. I featured this purple shade Sweetheart in my dupe palette for the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, so I'm going to go ahead and link that in the eye for you as well. You can go check out that, and that shade is featured in the eye look specifically, so go check that out if you want to see how this shadow performs. But let me tell you right now, spoiler alert, A+. And then I just put two shades in here that are shimmery, warm, golden, champagne-y, everything you would want to see in a warm shadow. That's what these are. Yeah, just very, very beautiful, very romantic, easy to put on the eyelids, easy to wear, easy to look at. So there you have that. Let's put some Red Chameleon and then put some, oh, I want some Tiara though. You know what? Let's do Tiara and then let's do this in the outer third, and then let's put this on the inner third and top it, but it'll all go over Tiara. Yes. So I don't know if I want to pack it or if I want to make it lightly splayed on the lid. I think I'll do a light wash of it. So using a soft fox hair brush, gently packing onto the lid. No fallout, no issues there. I did put a little concealer on before I jumped on camera. So, oh, I'm losing my lashes. Go figure. There it goes. To me, this is very bridal looking, very, very natural and easy to put onto the lid. Like, you're not going to have any problems with this shadow. It's not like you're going to have to, you know, fart crooked or anything like that just to get it to work. You're like, you know those shadows that do that, and you love them, the way they look, the way they pay off, the way they stay, but they're a hassle to work with. Yeah, I got those too, and I still use them and I love them, but this is not it. This is very, very easy and user-friendly. And I wouldn't say all Sydney Grace shadows are. I mean, when I first got Sydney Grace, I had a little learning curve. Okay. Sorry, you guys could probably see my mirror. It's going to annoy me more than you, I'm sure. But there you have that. Did I put enough on this eye right here? No, I didn't. There you go. Okay, now over the top, I think I will take my finger for this just because, no I won't. No, I will not. I will not submit to the finger usage. I have nails on. I have holiday nails on, folks. Grab my Refer P21. I probably will spritz this with some of my Devil Spritzer. I still have a little blood blister on my finger from what that video was like 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, it was bad. Hurt really bad. Just a little bit. Now let's pack it on. Oh, do you see that green coming out? Do you see it? So go ahead and look at the difference. Look at it for me because I can't see it without my mirror. Okay, I'm losing my eyelash, but you get the point. See that difference? That beautiful, just warm. It's a green, it's a neutral green, but the undertone is pinkish, so it kind of leans it towards the warm side, I feel like. Nah, I could be wrong. Let's put, with our leftover, just a little of this red Chameleon right out here in the outer third. There you have it. That's as easy as it gets, guys. Warm shadows, to me, it's like the back of my hand, really, for warm shadows here. It really is. I feel like you can't go wrong. They're just generally very easy shades to blend into the transition area. They're very appealing on both warm and cool tone skins. I have a cool undertone, but my eyes are blue, so I can trend towards warm shadows and I can trend towards cool tones-ish. I have to be very careful because it can look bruisey on me pretty easily. I'm sure I've said that like a million times by now. Alright, bringing up some of that red Chameleon just to further add depth, dimension, color, you name it, we're here for it. Lastly, let's smoke out the lower lash line with dark chocolate and we are good to go. So I put it on, smudge it in, and blend it out with a little bit of Piper's Piping. Let's do that. Stamp that puppy in. I'm going to do just a small amount of blending. I'm adding most of the heavy color on the outer third. Then as I lose pigment and it's been distributed, I will then go into, oopsie, sorry guys. I have microphone issues. I don't know what I have. I have more than just that kind of issues, but anyways, sorry. Huge pet peeve of mine, if you can see my mirror in frame. I strive to make videos where you don't see that. I don't know why. I don't think it bothers anybody else but me. But anyways, there you have it. Blend out with the Piper's Piping. Again, starting on the outer third, blending inward. And then just kind of up and around as I finish up with the pigment. And there you have it. These are some of the most incredibly beautiful shades that I have had the pleasure of using on my eyelids as well as some of the clients that I've worked with. I thoroughly enjoy Sydney Grace's formula. Don't kid yourself when I say I only included 3 mattes because I just feature the star of the show for Sydney Grace, and that is her shimmer metallic formula. But don't kid yourself, if you are in the market for some matte shadows, Sydney Grace is the way to go. These are the 3 warm shadows I would recommend to you for that. I also want to say I'm launching this on the 9th, and on the 13th, which is this following Sunday, I will start my 12 days of Stashmas, and that will include me getting new inventory from various indie brands, single eyeshadows. I've got a palette declutter coming up. I do my nails for you guys one of the days, and then also we do a little unboxing. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you will know and get to watch it's my version of Vlogmas, but it is centered around my makeup and how I'm going to organize it, because I've got to get that organized, because 2021, guys, it's going to be smashing. We're going to knock it out of the park. I've got so many great things coming up for you guys. We're going to have dual studios coming for you, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You're not going to want to miss any of that, so make sure you subscribe. If you think about it, hit that notification bell, and that will tell you that my video has launched. If not, I'm going to launch all of my 12 days of Stashmas starting this Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe we're in Standard Time now. I don't know, but anyways, around 4 o'clock, come back and check your subscription feed. If not, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.